With all that being said, unfortunately, this is how you build a business in 2025. Me, I miss the good old days. I wasn't building a business in the good old days. But it seems like they had it, I'm not going to say easier, but you had less like, I guess you weren't at the mercy of algorithms and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Hey guys, when you get here, drop your location in the chat for me. If you are somebody watching later on, make sure you drop replay in the chat. And if you want the results for the finished look, drop results so I can send it to you later. Double tap the screen when you get here.
I don't know what's going on with the top of my head because that's where I'm like, what happened to my curls? Like even in the shower, like a lot of times I would like when I rinsing it, I would be like brushing or combing through it, and I could see the little ringlets forming, and now it's like.
Well, honestly, your hair has, at the top is always, like, this little part has always been, like, frizzy on its own, to be honest with you. I don't know if you never, but everybody has, like, different textures in their hair. Nobody has the same texture.
Yeah, it's just different from what it was.
And your hair is getting longer, too, so the weight of your hair, if your hair was already loose, it'll start to, because I put boundary builders in your hair.
And the thing is, like, that's the part of my hair that's one of the 5 sections that was always straighter than the rest anyway, right? And so now I'm like, good God, what's it?
She said, good God. I wouldn't hyperfixate on it too much. It's actually pretty normal. I mean, obviously I have locks in, so you can't tell, but I have a part at the top of my head that tends to be straight to when my hair is loose. It's at the very front, as a matter of fact. And it used to irritate the crap out of me. Hey guys, when you get here, drop your location in the chat for me and hit the like button for me as well. I am having a free virtual class called How to Moisturize Dry Natural Hair. So, if you guys want to get on the waiting list, it'll be in November. Make sure you drop moisture in the chat. We're doing a curl defining service. Down for me. So I've already put leave-in conditioner in her hair already, so we're good on that. So if you do curl defining at home, do understand that you don't need to put the whole bottle of anything in your hair. And always put a leave-in conditioner in your hair, because one thing our hair struggles with, or shall I say, I'm not going to say struggle with, but the main component of what makes your curls pop is your moisture and hydration. So a leave-in conditioner helps to buffer that. When you get here, drop your location in the chat. If you're new to my page, drop new in the chat as well. So all I'm doing right now, a good way to avoid overuse of product is to put it throughout the hair section first versus doing every little section one by one. You can go back in with the product and refine it, but your initial application is going to be you. Your initial application should be you putting the product through the hair. And then going back as you need to. And one thing about curl defining, guys, like everybody hair comes out different for curl defining. This is literally me defining what she naturally has. This isn't technically manipulating it. It's just manipulating it enough to define what she has. Not, you know, I'm not taking this and making this a whole different head. And like I said, if you want to see the results, make sure you drop results in the comments and I will send them to you later. And throughout this process, you want to make sure you keep the hair moisturized so it can dry correctly. I mean, keep it damp so it can dry correctly, not moisturized. And the curls can kind of form on their own. So I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that just like that and let it do what it do. Because you don't want to keep disrupting it by constantly putting your hands in it and checking and putting your hands in it and stuff like that. You don't want to do that. So ideally, I would like to get to like 50 likes for this video. So if you guys could hit the like button for me, that would be a great way to show your support. That costs you nothing. It's free 99. And the more people that like my videos, the more eyes get on it. So only if the content is helpful for you, like it. I went to Starbucks this morning to get some coffee. And I ain't been there in a while. Because they done got us, Starbucks done got absurd with their prices. I used to go damn near every Saturday, actually multiple times a week. I get to the window, of course, she made me mad. This pumpkin spice latte is $10. Oh my God. And I checked my points and she was like, oh, she said, you got 200. I said, what that mean? She said, this free drink. What? Oh, Lord. Sign me up immediately. Right. She's like, you want to use it? Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm always wondering who says no. Like, you want to use your whatever $10?
Free points?
You want to use your points? Yeah.
Right.
Why wait?
Oh, and if you guys want the link, the waiting list to get on for my free upcoming class in November, how to moisturize dry natural hair, drop keyword moisture in the chat for me. And again, everybody's hair is different. There are some people who curls are obviously tighter than hers, but so that it would require, you know, a little bit more of a tedious process. The tighter the curls, the longer the setting of the curl defining takes, if that makes sense. And every hair has limitations, guys. Like, it's not like a one size fits all. When you get here, drop your location in the chat, please. And hit the like button for me. If you want to see the results, make sure you drop the word results below. And I will get that to you when I post the results. You'll get the direct link. And this is what I mean about combing the product through and then going back. And if I need to use more, I will. But not finding your grandmother is not necessary. See how I only went back to use a little bit more at the top? Because also, if you do this process and you put too much product, then you have product buildup. Then you'll notice you'll have like this white cast on your hair and you're like, what is that? It's because you use too much product. And you also want to make sure the hair is fully combed out. That's why you see how this comb is going through her hair. And also, guys, the texture matters in terms of the process, if that makes sense. Like if her hair was tighter than this, my sectioning would be smaller. My going through it would be different. It's different for each texture, if that makes sense. It's not hair typing. It's just the texture is different for different folks. So you have to go about it different ways. And you see how I'm using, you saw I took that product off. I'm using the product. I'm not going back and put more. I'm not taking the bottle and spreading it all through her hair. I'm using a product that I have to go through the hair versus just continuously grabbing more product. More product does not guarantee you better results. The technique does. You see how I'm making sure that they're combed through completely before I just let it go? The product is an aid. It's not the technique. It's just an aid to get you where you're going. When you get here, guys, drop your location in the chat for me. If you want to see the results, make sure you drop results in the chat as well. I'm trying to get to 50 likes for this video, so please make sure you hit the like button for me. Truly appreciate it. If you want the link to my upcoming free class, How to Moisturize Dry Natural Hair, drop moisture in the chat so you can get on the waiting list. But you see how I'm making sure each section is detangled completely before I let the hair settle. then we're on to the next section. And you do want to section the hair off, y'all, because a lot of times the issue is overwhelm, right? You see all this hair, whether it's your hair, your daughter's hair, whoever hair it might be, your mom, whoever hair you might be doing, and you immediately get overwhelmed. To combat a lot of that, section the hair off, and you'll be able to see what you're doing. You'll be able to control what's going on better than just trying to take chunks and you don't have a map, basically. If your hair is a little thicker, don't do 4 sections, do 6 sections. Hell, there's been times where I've had to do 8 sections on people. But this is how you pull the product through that you already have distributed in your hair without overdoing it. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat for me. It's funny the stuff you pick up when you realize you know when you're teaching people.
Mm-hmm.
Because all this attention to detail, I didn't even know I was paying attention this hard. And also remember, however your curls clump together, that's how they're going to dry. Which is another reason you want the hair to be smooth and detangled. Because the dryer and the product not going to naturally fix it if your technique is bad. Like, it's not going to just, oh, it'll be all right. That's not how that works. What you see is what you get. So if you didn't separate the hair enough, you didn't detangle the hair enough, and you're struggling, it's going to be a struggle bus once it dries. So you see how I'm detangling it. When I run into knots, I stop and I get that out first before I keep going. What's the proper way to use deep conditioner? The instructions on the back of it. So all products, deep conditioner, any treatments and stuff you see on the back of it, they have how long you should leave it on and stuff like that. Once you do it, once the time is up, rinse it out. Like, sleeping in it overnight does not do anything. Your hair has a absorption point, meaning a point in which it stops absorbing whatever product you're trying to put on it. So whether it's deep conditioner or a treatment or protein or something, make sure you read the back of the bottle to see what the instructions are. And if the instructions say, well, leave it on for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can. But just know that after that time, it's done doing its job. So I hope that answered your question. Because there's way more to life than deep conditioner, y'all. Like, I think deep conditioner is just a term Naturals kind of grabbed on to because it just made sense, right? I am having a class, Michelle. I'm having a free class, a free virtual class called How to Moisturize Dry Natural Hair. If you want the link to get on the waiting list, it'll be in November. Drop keyword moisture in the chat. So you see, as I'm using water, it's reactivating the product. I'm not going back and putting more in the hair. That's why I'm using this water bottle. You're welcome. Just make sure you drop the keyword moisture, Michelle, so I'll know to send it to you. And for anybody watching this later, if you do want to join the class, you could either drop the keyword moisture or you can look in the comments because I'll be to drop the link. 9 out of 10 by the time y'all see this. I just had my first bride book for the year. I'm excited about that. Because I had stopped taking breaths. I did. I was like, enough. But she was really sweet. She getting married in December. And she doing a test run next month. Mm-hmm. They do trial runs. Mm-hmm. And it's for, I literally forget New Orleans is a destination wedding city. Mm-hmm. Sure is. I totally forget. Hey guys, when you get here, drop your location in the chat for me. If you're new to my page and new to my content, drop new as well. Drop a 1 if this video has been helpful so far. Oop, crap. I hate when that happens. And like I said, if you want to see the results, make sure you drop results in the chat, and I will come back and post it and send you the direct link. Somebody said TikTok been turned into the modern day QVC. And
Right.
I agree.
Never mind.
I'm not gonna lie, TikTok shop got some little hidden gems in it. Like, especially the clothes, they really starting to step their game up with the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, y'all about to give Shein a run for their, well, giving Shein a run for their money. And again, once I put the product on, I use more product just to refine it where I need it to be. I'm not going in there spraying the whole bottle on it. All right, guys. All right, she's gonna sit under the dryer. Like I said, if you want the results, make sure you drop word results in the chat. And if you want the waiting list for my upcoming free class in November on how to moisturize dry natural hair, drop moisture. I'll see y'all later.